being made at the Panthers. James White Cassie.
Super Bowl goes through Dallas. It's the Panthers and the Cowboys on Sunday night.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? On 1st and 10, Hankins got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal. It's a tackle made at the 10-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 30. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. The handoff as they run the counter play. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hankins looking middle, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that Chargers defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's got this complete to Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Forbes. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
York able to send this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action, often being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Looking to throw. Hankins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Back to throw. Hankins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, Hankins, flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. Looking to throw. Hankins. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hankins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw on second down, Hankins. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. So we've reached halftime here in the... Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And This is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the deep.
Oh, God.
Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we get to know this team a little bit, haven't we? We can just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hankins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, you put a call, he just looks at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. That's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now here's a little touch pass.
Come on, get the what?
I like the
very special reason to try to get juice out of it in a very interesting way. Shall we try?
You don't even have to ask.
Guys, if you support our idea, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to repeat this watermelon craft, ask an adult to help you.
Touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. That time a 6-play drive, and Carolina scores to cap it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. And we're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Forbes. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays. But stay
Oh my God, no. Come on, man. What is y'all doing?
Take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. One quarter remains until the NFC crowds. Back now in Arlington. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Hankins. Going left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Hankins. That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. The 3-yard touchdown pass.
Come on, Brian. You're killing me. What you need? Chick-fil-A? Chicka boom boom?
Triangle samosas and slices of bread that look like little squares.
Which one you want? Which one you want? Chicka boom boom?
It's time for Akili to go to sleep.
Which one?
Akili.
Which one do you want, Brian? Chicka boom boom? Or alphabet?
I want the letter A. I want the letter A.
You want the letter A? What the fuck? That's it?
Could have taken the lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And out now come the Cowboys. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 1st down, Forbes. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground.
Come on, man. Y'all don't block.
At the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Forbes. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle.
Go down.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here. But if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't want to fight the catch. Come on.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if you look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want with football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to the ground. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. first down. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 6.
Oh my God! God cheating me. Come on, fellas.
Will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needs to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor. Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was in the playoffs. Now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Now a first throw here in overtime. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. 23 yards on the play. They are in a field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Forbes, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw.
Oh my God, yo, y'all cheating. Y'all cheating.
Once that ball was popped in the air, you can almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. They'll run on first down. Coles, and they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's a touchdown run from 10 yards out. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes in overtime of the postseason. But they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure's now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play out the momentum. The offense generated one stop, and they end this game.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here in the playoffs. Now they also need to make a defensive stand if they want to pick up the victory.
Yeah, and I'm sure the team would be in favor of just taking the win right now, but in a small way, those defenders also kind of happy for the rule change because now, on the big stage of postseason, they're the ones who can come out here and lock down the victory.
They run a draw here on second down. And they'll get about 3 up close to the 35. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Well, here we go. Now it's gut check time. They need to convert here to keep the series and their season alive.
And now this is their biggest snap of the season. And across the line of scrimmage, how about that defense? They feel exactly the same way. And they know they're one stop from celebrating a win themselves.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's 1st down. Back to throw. Hankins. And a quick throw here that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hankins. And that's complete to Brown. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now they'll run on the ball. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? It looks like Green Bay's got this thing. The Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny. Wow. They're New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. They won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. 4 downs to get into the end zone and tie this game. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Hankins firing quickly here, and that's complete. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Hankins eluding the move. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Well, 1 OT wasn't enough. We better make it 2 to determine who advances to the Super Bowl. This drive must end in the end zone, or this ball game is over. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Hankins. And pressure gets to him again. Micah Parsons drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash. This from 33. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, are going back to the Super Bowl as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody.